Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just went over the baits and kind of how I went about fishing the Red River, but I also, after this tournament, I really wanted, on the way home I was thinking about some good ideas for some content, and there's a couple videos I'm going to put out, but the first one I want to talk about is how to become a better tournament angler and have better, higher finishes in tournaments. You know, that's one thing people always want. You know, they want to finish, they want to have good finishes, they want to finish high, they want to win, things like that. So one of the things that helps me and will help you in getting better finishes, I'm not going to say you're going to win, but I'm going to say you're going to get higher finishes throughout your tournament career, whether you're just fishing for fun, you know, fun tournaments, the Elite Series, the Toyota Series, you know, BFLs, Bassmaster Opens. You will get higher finishes, and I can basically guarantee it's guaranteed. So what I want to talk a little bit about is, you know, your mindset. You know, and some people are probably going to be like, oh God, I don't want to hear about this, but it's the biggest part of tournament fishing. It really is. It's a mental game. You need to be in the right mindset. I know I do. Like going into this tournament on the Red River, if anyone knows the Red River, it is not like the easiest navigational body of water in the country. It is actually probably one of the toughest. It's got stumps everywhere, jetties that you can't see, plus it was flooded, it's got current, it's muddy. It demolishes boats. There was a boat that got totaled during the tournament. There was lower units lost. I lost a trolling motor. Another guy lost a trolling motor. So how did I get past all these obstacles and be able to have a solid tournament? And again, what I'm going to talk about is my mindset. You know, I can sit here and complain about, man, it's hard to get in some of these backwaters. I'm getting stuck. I can't get to them. I mean, I spent an hour trying to get to an area that I couldn't get to. And I thought to myself, you know, am I wasting my time? But again, you got to turn that around and have a better mindset. And what I said to myself was, no, it's not wasting my time. It is actually helping me eliminate water. Now I know that I don't need to even worry or focus about that when I'm looking at the map. You know, I went out and tried to find the easiest accessible areas to fish that had the cleanest water. And then after that, I went through and spent a day idling all the other stuff, trying to find all these different backwaters. And I found that a lot of them, you know, couldn't get to. There would be a log jam in the way, or sandbars, or it would just take way too long to get to some of these areas. So I decided to fish some of these easier areas to get to, but that is just proof that it wasn't a waste of time. The top guys, all of us, we were all fishing in the same area with the cleanest water where the bass were coming and spawning. But that I was able to do that because I didn't look at it as I was wasting my time. I was eliminating water. And a lot of times in these tournaments, you know, you're like, I mean, I keep using the Red River because it was a very mentally taxing tournament. It was stressful, not on the aspect of am I going to catch fish. Catching fish was not going to be the issue, and the main thing was just being able to get to these areas and make sure I could keep my boat in working order. That was 75% of the battle. So, like, I mean, I'm idling stumps, motors cutting off because I'm hitting stumps, breaking my trolling motor, getting stuck on sandbars for 15-20 minutes trying to get off, clogging my motor, my water pump. Then I'm stressing, like, am I going to be able to get back to the weigh-in without my motor overheating? Is it going to clean out the pump? And I mean, all these things are going through my brain while I'm trying to catch fish. And of course, while you're trying to catch fish, you turn the trolling motor to the right, you're stuck on a log. Turn to the left, you're stuck on a stump. Then you're stuck on another stump. You get off a stump just to get back on a stump. So it's having the proper mindset of just saying, you know, having resolve with what's going on. Just being able to accept the fact that I'm going to be banging into stumps all day. It's something I'm going to have to deal with, instead of just sitting there complaining about it all the time. And again, like, I've had, you know, like, had some co-anglers. You know, you have a co-angler and he's getting hung up in trees and then I have to go around 20 stumps, 30 stumps, and circle all the way back around just to get over to where his lure is so he can get unsnagged. You know, those are just things I'm going to have to deal with. But again, even like the co-anglers were getting upset just because they're not catching fish, and they're sitting down in the boat and they're just frustrated. They're tying on this, tying on that, making 10 casts with this, taking that off, making 20 casts with that, taking that off. And that's where that mindset comes in. If you don't have if you're fishing against, if you have the right mindset and the mental strength, more so than the rest of the field, you've already got over half the field beat. Those guys that are coming in without the right mindset, not having the mental strength of dealing with all the obstacles that come with the tournament bass fishing, if they don't have that and you do, you're already ahead of the game. You'll hear Gerald Swindle talk about it, you know, the mental aspect of the game, being able to just overcome adversity, the obstacles, and just focus on the task at hand. Because with the right mindset, you are going to outwork 90% of the field. You know, I doubt 90% of the field try to do some of the things I did. And then, you know, I also think that, I mean, some of the guys, they would get to an area, and instead of continue to push further back or to continue to just push forward, you know, they didn't succeed. And the guys that were able to go that extra 200 yards through a back area, or after spending 45 minutes idling and coming out and then going to another area knowing you're gonna have to do the same thing again, idle 45 minutes and bang it in off of stumps and then 45 minutes out. You know, you can't let the competitor outwork you. So I was able to keep my mental strength and keep my mindset right to allow me to say, this needs to be done. I need to push further. I need to push harder. And then when I came out of those, I was like, instead of driving by an area and being like, I don't need to check that out. No, I need to go check that out. I need to eliminate it, because I had to eliminate everything for my own mental strength. So I knew throughout the tournament, like, I didn't have something in the back of my head saying, I need to go check this out. I need to check this out or check that out. And that's where outworking the competition is going to come into play. And it's not easy to do when you have equipment malfunctions. You're getting stuck every couple seconds, you know. So again, just something to think about. Mindset, outworking the competition, your mental strength. It'll all grow over time, but it's definitely something I focus on every time I'm on the water. I mean, every time. So hope this video will help you guys by thinking about how you look at things when you're on the water, and that help you with decision making. Because the more mental strength I have, the better my mindset is, the cleaner my decision making is going to be, and the more my confidence is going to be. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you like this video. Give it a like. I appreciate all the support. I really do. I mean, I had, you know, so many people hitting me up on Facebook, Instagram, on my YouTube, people watching YouTube. I greatly appreciate that. It's going to help me a lot in the long run. So again, hit the like button, come back, see the video. We're going to be heading to Bugs Island here to qualify for the semi-national again this year. That way we can make it back to the TBF National Championship. Also, we're heading to James River here, my home water, for the Bassmaster Open here in May. It's going to be a good one, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.